Hello everyone and welcome to a new virtual pet video. In this video I'm going to be hopefully not providing evidence of me completely ruining a very expensive collection piece, and that is by I'm going to be changing the frames and the buttons. So I have opened up my Wave 3, the green and pink one, and first thing I noticed is that this was so easy to open up. All I had to do was undo these 4 screws on the back here, and then these 3 screws here, and yeah, I just pulled it apart, and it was really pleasant experience because there was no speaker wire attached to the back plate, and yeah, it just sort of popped out really nicely. So I was really impressed with that. Definitely when I opened up my Wave 1 Japanese version a year or so ago, it definitely was not that simple to take apart. The only bit of trouble I came into was these 4 screws were a little bit tough to unscrew, but that was fine. I should probably put my screws somewhere a little bit safer than just precariously just sitting on the desk, because I am a screw loser. I have many screws loose, and that's because I don't put them correctly in like a little container there, and even when I do, I still misplace them. So, yeah, I am now, so wish me luck. I'm going to be opening up my version 6. Now, I have loosened these screws, pre-loosened them, and I've taken out the batteries, so it's just a matter of taking them out and not losing them, of course. But, yeah, so opening up an original brick is something you have to be a little bit careful of, just because of the speaker wire that's connected from the board to the back of the shell. Oof, this screw's a little bit tight. Not stripped, just tight. So it's also really important to use I use a flathead. Sometimes I just use a Phillips head, but if I am opening up a oh, there goes the keychain. If I'm opening up a Digimon, or any Tamagotchi or virtual pet for that matter, I will not want to strip those screws, and flathead will decrease that, especially the smallest and tightest flathead. So here we go, just moving that plate just so I can access this screw here, that screw there, and getting into it. And then luckily these screws are fairly easy to remove. I also recommend getting a screwdriver that's got a magnetic tip so you can just sort of pull it away. And there's, just for memory, there's 2 screws I need to undo. And just if you look there, you can see that there's there's the speaker wire there. And we don't want to be too rough because you don't want to disconnect that. I do have a soldering iron, but I do not really want to solder anything. So yeah, it's just a matter of taking that screw out nice and gently, and I'm just going to double check that there's 2. I thought there was 2, but I just want to, yeah, so there's the inside of the board, and then it's just a matter of pulling it just at the connector here, and moving that part there. Right, so there's our board for our DMOG for the version 6. And there's it for the Wave 2. So we put that away nice and safely. I don't know which keychain is which, so that's going to be interesting to work out later. Because I don't remember which keychain, because there's a keychain here, but there's also a keychain here. I think that's the Wave 2 one, and I think this is the version 6 one. Let's go with that. Because I think the Wave 2 one is not as thick here. I think it's just rings there. So let's go with that. Next, I have to just push the screen gently from the outside in, and then we remove the screen and we put that off to the side somewhere safe. Next, we remove this part here, and we make sure to keep that the right way round. And then we pull out the buttons, and we get the buttons from our Wave 2, and we put them in place there. I guess we might do that last because I'm going to be pushing out the screen. So yes, oh, there, you can tell it's magnetic because I came with screws. Alright, So now you just have to, there's just a little bit of an indentation there where that's the frame at the top and the bottom. So it's just a matter of squeezing that down slightly and doing it and pushing it out like that, and just giving it a bit of a light push, just because I don't particularly want to break this there. So just a matter of giving that a final push here, just a bit of a light push, but not light enough that it's nothing, and then removing that frame. And now we'll see if the frame actually fits, which is the frame is a slightly different size, but I always wanted to see if the frame actually fitted. So let's give that a bit of a... I'm making sure to be as gentle as possible. So just push those tabs there, and then a bit of a push there, and then now the moment of truth. Will the frame fit? I think it might not fit, but I want to give it a shot. Oh, hang on. Maybe we're in business here. Squeeze it in a bit. Oh, I don't think it's going to fit. Oh no. Yeah, it's not fitting. Oh well. It looks good though. I wish it did fit. But yeah, so then you would pop in the buttons here. But I might just... Should I just paint the DMOG frame? And then you've got the buttons. But yeah, it's just a little bit too... I think it's too wide. But yeah, I don't think that's feasible, but I just wanted to give it a shot. But do I want to just keep it like that just because it looks cool? I don't know. It looks kind of angry. It looks like an angry mouth. You know what? I might actually keep it like that. It kind of looks like it's the Digimon is breaking through, and yeah, I wasn't a fan of the yellowness. Now you do all of that in reverse. You get the frame and you make sure you put it in the right way round. So that way, but you put in the yellow bit first. You just put that there, and I made sure not to tip it around at all, so it's the same angle as it was before. Maybe that wants to go in last. But yeah, this started as me joking about, that's the wrong way around. That's what happens when you don't pay attention, you put your screen in incorrectly. But yeah, so I was joking for a while. Everyone was saying that the version 20th was well, my version 6 was a version 20th wave 2, so I was joking about just replacing the frame with the wave 3, and now I've done that, so it became more than just a joke. And I'll probably do the screws up first. So then you unclick that slightly, you grab your 2 smallest screws, and you put them now this is the part I'm very bad at, and I always drop screws in this point. You just got to put them back into their homes, and if you're more impressive than me, what you can do is you can even hang your the screw onto the screwdriver and just sort of dangle it in there. Now where's that last screw? There it is. Yeah, I had a feeling that the frames were too wide, but thought I'd give it a go, and also it just looks nice. You want to make sure to do these internal screws up to be just tight enough so you can easily unscrew it, and not too tight that it's hard to unscrew, or not too tight that it causes issues with the screen. And then you'll want to make sure that everything's lined up except for the frame, which fits terribly. But we did science today, people. And then you do those final screws. I won't be putting the Wave 3 version 20th back together in this video because it's probably not particularly interesting to watch. And also I am thinking about changing the frames on that one. Well, at the moment it technically doesn't have any frames, but yeah. So maybe I will try to get the right shade of pink to repaint the version 6 frame here, and maybe that'll make it that color, but I'll have to find the exact right color for that. And now let's start it up and see if I needed to clean the button contacts, because as I think I've mentioned quite a few times, the button contacts on the version 6 were never particularly fantastic on mine, so I often have to clean it. So let's see if this starts. And if it doesn't, it's not that I've disassembled it, it's the button contacts, because I'm used to saying battery contacts. I have a screw attached to my screwdriver again. Did I just put in flat batteries? Or did I not screw it in enough? I think I haven't screwed it in tight enough in the middle. I was too distracted talking. Yeah, I didn't screw it in enough, I think. Yeah, I did not screw it in enough, and that's how you can tell. If you don't screw it enough, you get a weird sort of screen there. So that is annoying. Maybe it'll just be these ones if I'm lucky. I doubt it though. Yeah, so I will need to open that up again, which I will do with the magic of technology. And by technology I mean I paused it so I could get a better view of what was going on. So I worked out what it was. So what it was is that, and I remembered this as soon as I started unscrewing everything, is that, remember that little yellow piece of plastic that goes just next to the screen? Yeah, so I put that in correct the first time, but then when I picked it up to put the screen in last, or first, I actually picked it up and put it directly in, which if you watched the video, I'm sure you probably noticed. So that also happens. Now this screw just doesn't like me. And there you have it. The time is 5:59, so I'm going to cheat and say 6 p.m. And yeah, it doesn't look perfect because of the frame, but I'll try to pick up some pink paint. Actually I do have some Warhammer paint that probably is perfect for it. So I'm trying to decide whether or not I should want to paint the version 6 frame, or if I just want to get it from a cheaper device and just keep the original parts. So there it is. The very not perfect frame, but I like the colours better. How would it look if it were just with... It doesn't actually look that bad with the yellow frame, actually. Now I think about it, better take it apart again. I'm pretty sure if I pulled this off and I slipped this in, I wouldn't need to dig through it again. But yeah, so that's that. Yeah, I like the pink much more than the purple and the yellow, especially because it looks less like a version 20th now. I'm not actually petty about it, I just joke about it, but also version 6. It looks like one now. Anyway, so thanks for watching, and I will probably do another of these type of videos if people are interested once the other version 20th Wave 3s come again. So thanks for watching. Let me know what you think, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Actually, not yet. So after faffing about after recording for just a little bit, I decided just to have the frames switched. So this one's a Palmon themed version, and this one I guess is Impmon or something, despite Impmon not being on this device at all. So I'm actually going to stick with that. I actually do like the the colours that are going on there. So yes, that it still works too after taking it apart, which is always a big fear of mine. And you may have noticed when I was putting this back together that I had the wrong keychain. So the original having a thicker keychain and the version 20th having this split ring here. So yay, I'm just going to settle on that for a while. I may try to pick up a spare frame at some point, maybe from a broken or cheap DMOG, and I'll paint that because I don't really feel like painting over an original version 6 frame, just in case I would like to sell it one day. So yeah, I'll probably just sort of fish around for any junk or broken or even bootleg DMOGs just for that frame that I can paint. So hey, there's that. Or maybe I'll custom one of the other DMOG that I have, the version 1 that's the weird fan club one. Maybe I'll custom that. Anyway, so I just thought I'd keep that updated because I sort of did a bit of soul searching that took 5 minutes. And yeah, so I'm going to stick with these frames for now because Palmon's pretty cool, and this is a cool colour scheme. It still looks like a version 20th though, but I guess we know that the frames are different sizes and the keychains are different and the battery doors are different, but that's what we know. So yeah, so thanks for watching, and now I'm actually going to finish off the video. So I will see you guys next time. Bye!